Hello, Walden family. My name is Pamela Williams, and I would like to say I'm so happy we at the end of the class. It's been super hard this semester, so I'm just so glad to be at the end of it. And I know the others are excited too. So, the professional development activity I chose was to watch the TED Talk on a better way to talk about abortion. And I chose this activity because, unfortunately, abortion can be a very taboo subject to discuss, especially in the religious community, like the Christian community. Um, and it is because it's so sensitive. I want to watch the video to get more an understanding on pro-lifers decisions. um I would like to know what makes them, what are they thinking, and I want to learn how to be show more empathy towards them. um Do you recommend others engaging in professional development activity? I do. I recommend others to engage to help others become listeners with pro-choice people. Um it's one thing that a lot of people do when they are very adamant in their beliefs. They just do not listen to what other people is going through. So one thing that would help is to listen to the pro-choice people. I learned from the video that if we truly listen to one another, we will hear things that demand that we shift our own perceptions. Now, it's not saying that we should change our whole belief of our religious belief or how we believe about abortions. It's not saying that. It's just saying see it, to try to see it on their side or how they look into things. It's basically we can agree to disagree kind of thing. Um, and the second thing I learned is that there's no perfect time, that there's no perfect place to start a difficult conversation. And I learned that, pretty much throughout schooling. There's no perfect time to start up a difficult conversation. And lastly, there's never a time when everybody or everyone will be on the same page, share the same lens, or know the same history. So it's always good to have that as counselors or future counselors, to have that background of being empathetic and sympathetic towards your the clients. Now, the next steps that could take to deepen what I learned is maybe go to the pro-choice groups we have in Atlanta, or I like to study on the statistics on the abortion or pro-abortion in Georgia. It's probably not as often in Georgia, only because I think in Georgia it is illegal for abortion. They made it illegal for abortion probably a few years back, but that's not gonna stop people leaving the state to get abortion, and come back. Um, and do I consider the permission slip provided in the beginning of the course? Did you give yourself permission? Uh, yes. I do allow myself the permission slip to get educated, um, and if needed, yes. I completely became aware of others' desires and practices, and I also understand that my personal opinion is not valid when it comes to others' life decisions. It's not it's not about me or how I feel about the situation. Everybody have their own backgrounds and beliefs. It's all depending on what is healthy and and is good for the client. So it's all I want to make sure the client discover themselves through therapy and not uh be told about themselves. Can you know how people just tell somebody, "Hey, you're this and you're that." No, I want my client to know to discover themselves without me saying, "Hey, you're this or you're going through this." I want them to like, discover themselves and understand what they're going through, like a eureka moment. Well, that's it. And I might say this is one of my favorite classes. Thank you for listening.